Hello students, in our previous lecture we are solve a practical problem number second on computation of total taxable income from companies. Okay, in our today's lecture we are going to solve a practical problem number third on computation of total income from companies. Okay, so here problem number third is given, that is given below is the profit and loss account of Logistic Chain Company Limited for the year ended 31st March 2020. Okay, so Logistic Chain Company has provided a profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2020. Here profit and loss account, debit side, credit side. Okay, but here we start to read the problem from additional information. So here additional information first. Legal charges are in respect of purchase of machinery. Okay, so legal charges are in respect of purchase of machinery. It means a expenditure incurred on purchase of machinery. Okay, so it is a capital expenditure, and capital expenditure is disallowed expenditure of company. Then insurance, repairs of building and municipal tax are in respect of house property. So insurance, repairs of building and municipal tax is related to the house property, so it is also a disallowed expense of the company. Then donation were paid to Prime Minister Earthquake Fund. So donation is given to Prime Minister Earthquake Fund. Then the company wants to claim a deduction of rupees 50,000 under section 80 IB. So here deduction, so we consider this additional information when we compute a gross total income. Okay, we deduct the 50,000 from gross total income. Then depreciation allowable as per income tax rule is 55,000. Okay, so here these all are the disallowed expenses, that is legal charges, insurance, donation. Okay, but here donation or deduction in respect of donation is allowed, then deduction under 80 IB is allowed. These are the deducted from gross total income. Then depreciation, so depreciation amounted rupees 55,000 as per income tax rule. So we find out the depreciation charged on the debit side of profit and loss account, and we compare the values of depreciation. If the depreciation is charged on the debit side of profit and loss account is more than 55,000, then it is excess depreciation. If depreciation is charged on the debit side of profit and loss account is below the 55,000, then it is under value or under value of depreciation. So under value of depreciation is deducted from the net profit. Okay, if given, so depend upon the depreciation charge on the debit side of profit and loss account. So here we read all the additional information. Now we read the profit and loss account debit side. Okay, so here debit side particulars, office rent. So office rent is related to the company's expenditure. Fire insurance, so fire insurance is taken for company or taken for goods or company. Okay, then advertisement related to the company expenses. Office expenses, okay, office expenses is related to company. Provision for RDD, so all types of provisions and reserve is disallowed. Got it? So amount is here given, that is 9,050, so it is disallowed. Traveling expenses allowable. Legal charges, so whole of amount of legal charge is related to the purchase of machinery. Got it? So purchase of machinery, it is a capital expenditure. Then salaries to staff, allowable expenditure. Then repairs of building, so repairs of building is related to the house property. Okay, so expenditure incurred on house property, so it is not expense of the company, it is a expense of house property. Income tax, disallowed expense. income tax is disallowed expense amounted to rupees 45,000. Then insurance is taken for house property. Insurance is taken for house property amounted to rupees 35,000. Municipal tax, so municipal tax in respect of house property, disallowed expenditure. Okay. Then bad debt, so information is not provided on bad debts, so it is considered as a loss of business or loss of company. Then donation is disallowed expenditure, 40,000. Then depreciation, so here depreciation is charged on the debit side of profit and loss account is 50,000, and allowable depreciation as per as per income tax rule is 55,000. It means depreciation under charge of depreciation. Okay, so we deduct this 5,000 from the net profit. Then miscellaneous expenses, so miscellaneous expenses is related to the company. Okay, sundry expense, we called it a sundry expense. Then purchase of building, it is a capital expenditure, and capital expenditure is not taken into consideration, it is disallowed. Okay, so capital expenditure are disallowed, 1,12,000. Then agent commission is a business expenditure. Then net profit, so net profit is rupees 2,28,400. So here net profit is important to compute a income from business. Okay, so net profit is provided here. Then we read a credit side, that is gross profit. Then commission is a income of the company or business. Interest on securities amounted to rupees 1,02,000, so it is a income from other source of company. Okay, interest by way of securities, so it is a income from other source, amounted to rupees 1,02,000. Then transfer fee received, so it is a business income. Then interest on deposit with other company. Okay, so here interest on deposit with other company, it means a company has deposit their money in another company and earn a interest on that deposit, so it is a income from other source. Then dividend is a income from other source. Got it, dividend is also a income from other source. Then rent received, HP means house property, 44,000, income from other source or income from house property. So here we find out a expenses which is not related to the business and income which is related to the other sources. Okay, then we solve this problem. So here solution, so here solution is solution. Okay, computation of taxable income, computation of taxable income of company. Okay, then name of SEC, name of SEC is a logistic chain company limited. Then assessment year 2020-21, previous year previous year's 2019 90/20. Okay, previous year 2019-20. Then prepare a three column. Prepare a three column, that is particulars rupees. Okay, particulars rupees. Here particulars rupees and rupees. Then first point, that is income from business. Okay, so here net profit as per P and L account, profit and loss account. So net profit is given in the problem. Okay, net profit is given in the problem. So net profit is rupees 2,28,400. 2,28,000. 2,28,400 is the net profit. Okay, then we add then we add net profit as per P and L account. Okay, here add two lakh 28,400 is the net profit. Two lakh 28,400 is the net profit. Then we add inadmissible expenses. Okay, so inadmissible expenses we already find out it on the debit side of profit and loss account. So add these expenses in the net profit. So start from first, that is provision for RDD 9,050. Okay, so provision for RDD, all type of provisions and reserve are disallowed. Provision for RDD amounted rupees 9,050. Then legal charges. So additional information provided that whole amount of legal charges are in respect of purchase of machinery. Okay, so whole amount, that is 29,000. So whole amount is disallowed. Okay, legal charges, that is 29,000. Okay, then repairs of building. So repairs of building is related to the house property. Okay, repairs of building. Okay, relating to the house property amounted to rupees 18,000, amounted to rupees 18,000, amounted to rupees 18,000, amounted to rupees 18,000. Then income tax 45,000. So income tax is disallowed expenses. So here income tax amounted to rupees 45,000, 45,000. Then municipal tax, insurance 35,000, insurance is relating to, or insurance is related to the house property, 35,000. So related to the house property, so it is a disallowed. Then tax means municipal tax, amounted to rupees 10,000, amounted to rupees 10,000, 10,000. Then donation amounted to rupees 40,000, donation amounted to rupees 40,000. Then depreciation, but here under charge of depreciation. So here under charge, it means the depreciation is charged below the income tax rule, amounted to rupees 50,000. As per the income tax rule, the depreciation is allowable, that is amounted to rupees 55,000. Okay, so here first we add all depreciation, or we disallowed all depreciation, add in net profit, then we deduct a direct 55,000 from income, or we directly deduct a 5,000 from net profit. Okay, so here we solve. So here depreciation, add this depreciation here, depreciation. Okay, so depreciation amounted to rupees 50,000. Okay, disallowed. First of all, we disallowed the 50,000, then we get a allowable depreciation 55,000. Okay, so first we add a depreciation, then purchase of building, capital expenditure, and capital expenditure is disallowed. So here purchase of building amounted to rupees 1,12,000. Okay, then make the total of inner column and total is. So here make a total of inner column, make a total of inner column, that is 9,050 plus 29,000 plus 18,000 plus 45,000 plus 35,000 plus 10,000 plus 40,000 plus 50,000 plus 1,12,000 we get a total of inner column. Put this total in outer column, that is 3,48,050. 48,050. Add these 3 lakh 3,48,050 in net profit 2,28,400. We get 5,76,450. Then we deduct less income chargeable under other heads. Okay, so here we already find out a list or items of income which is earned from other sources. So here on the credit side of profit and loss account, so first, interest on security 1,02,000, income from other source. So deduct this income from other source. Interest on security 1,12,000, sorry, 1,02,000. Then another income, that is interest on deposit with other company, amounted rupees 1,35,000. 1,35,000. Then dividend 1,33,000. Then dividend 1,33,000. Then rent received house property into bracket HP bracket complete. HP means house property, amounted to rupees 44,000. Make the total of inner column 44,000. Make the total of inner column, that is 1,02,000 plus 1,35,000 plus 1,33,000. Okay, plus 44,000. We get a 4,14,000 is the total of inner column. Put this total in outer column. Okay, so here 4,14,000, add in 5,76,450. we get a 9,90,450. Then we deduct less allowable depreciation. So allowable depreciation is given, that is amounted to rupees 55,000. Okay, then we also deduct less a loss loss brought forward. Okay, so loss brought forward is not given. Brought forward is not given. So amounting column is nil. So here total is same, that is 55,000. Deduct this 55,000 from 9 lakh 90,400. 9 lakh 90,450. Okay, here we received a amount. Okay, so here we received a amount that is 9,35,450. Okay, so here first of all we disallow all depreciation charge on the debit side of profit and loss account, because allowable depreciation is more. Okay, so here we get a depreciation, or we disallow all depreciation, then we deduct all depreciation. Okay, so here we deduct all depreciation, allowable all depreciation. Okay, here we all taken into consideration only 5,000, that is allowable depreciation is undercharged, and here into bracket we write down the amount, that is 55,000 minus 50,000, we get a 5,000. Okay, so answer is same, but here for your better understanding this method is suitable. Okay, first add all depreciation as disallowed, then deduct all allowable depreciation. Got it? Then we get a amount that is amounted to rupees 9,35,000. Then we find out a income from house property. So here income from house property. So first point, that is gross value, gross annual value, that is rent received. So rent received is given and amounted to rupees, rent received amounted to rupees 44,000. Okay, rent received 44,000. Then deduct less a tax or municipal tax, which is already given in the problem. We disallowed the municipal tax here, 10,000. Okay, amounted to rupees 10,000 here. Okay, amounted to rupees 10,000. Then make the total, and total is 34,000. That total is called annual value. Okay, annual value is rupees 34,000. 34,000 is the annual value. Okay, 34,000 is the annual value. Okay, $34,000 is the annual value. Then we deduct less standard deduction. Okay, so standard deduction is 30% on AV. AV means annual value. So 30% on 34,000, that is 34,000 into 30%, 10,200. Okay, 10,200. Deduct the 10,200 from 34,000. 10,200, we get a 23,800. We get a 23,800. Okay, so we get a income from house property, that is 23,800. Okay, 23,800. Then second part, that is we completed a second part, income from house property. Then third part, that is income from other sources. Okay, so income from other sources, we already find out the income from other sources. Now here taken into consideration income from other sources except income from house property. So here interest on securities, interest on deposit and dividend, these three income are from other source. So here income from other source, interest on securities, amounted to rupees 1,02,000. Then interest on deposit amounted to rupees 1,35,000. Then dividend amounted to rupees 1,33,000. Okay, now make the total of inner column, that is income from house property plus income from other source. Okay, so 23,800 plus 1,02,000 plus 1,35,000 plus 1,33,000. Okay, so here total is 3,93,800. Total is 3,98,000, sorry, 93,800. 3,93,800. Okay, so add this income in. So add this income in 9,35,450. 9,35,450. We get a 13,29,250. Okay, so here we get a 13,29,250, and that 13,29,250 is called gross total income. Okay, then less deductions. So deductions, first point, that is donation under section 80G. Okay, so 100% or 50% donation is allowed for deduction. So here donation is given to Prime Minister Earthquake Fund, so 100% donation is allowed for deduction. So here 100% donation is allowed for deduction because the donation is given to Prime Minister Earthquake Fund. So donation is rupees 40,000. Donation amount is 40,000. Okay, 40,000. Then a adjustment is given, that is 50,000 deduction under section 80IB. Okay, so here 50,000 donation. So deduct the 50,000. So here deduction under section 80IB amounted to rupees 50,000. Make the total, and total is 40 plus 50, that is 90. 90,000 is deducted from 90,000 is deducted from 13,29,250. We get a 12,39,250, and here we get a taxable income of companies or company. Okay, so taxable income is rupees 12,39,400, sorry 250, not 400. 12,39,250 is the total taxable income of company. Got it? Okay, so here we find out a taxable income of logistic chain company limited, okay, for assessment year 2020-21. okay, again we revise it. बघा मग यामध्ये जी लॉजिस्टिक चेन कंपनीने आपल्याला प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंट प्रोव्हाइड केलेलं आहे 31 मार्च 2020चं. ॲडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन सुद्धा दिलेली आहे. प्रॉब्लेम रीड करताना आपण ॲडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन रीड करतो, म्हणून ॲडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन पहिल्यांदा रीड केली. त्यामध्ये लिगल चार्जेस जे झालेले आहेत ते मशिनरी खरेदी करतानाच्या वेळेसचे झालेले आहेत. म्हणजे ते कोणते आहेत तर कॅपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर, इन्शुरन्स, त्याचबरोबर रिपेअर्स, त्याचबरोबर बिल्डिंग आणि म्युनिसिपल टॅक्स हे कशाशी रिलेटेड आहेत तर हाऊस प्रॉपर्टीशी रिलेटेड आहे, म्हणजे ते डिसअलाउड राहतील. डोनेशन कुणाला दिले? प्राईम मिनिस्टर अर्थक्वेक फंडला दिलेलं आहे. तर ते डोनेशन आपल्याला कधी विचारात घ्यावं लागतं तर डिडक्शनच्या वेळेस. इथं अदरवाईज ते डिसअलाउडच आहे. ओके, डिसअलाउड म्हणजे कंपनीचा तो खर्च राहणार नाही, म्हणून आपण नेट प्रॉफिटमध्ये ॲड करणार, परंतु त्याचं डिडक्शन आपल्याला ATG मध्ये मिळणार आहे. त्यानंतर कंपनीला 50,000चं डिडक्शन कशाच्या अंतर्गत घ्यायचं आहे तर 80IB या सेक्शन अंतर्गत. ओके, ते आपण क्रॉस टोटल इन्कममधून घेणार आहे. त्याचबरोबर डेप्रिसिएशन अलावेबल ॲज पर इन्कम टॅक्स रूल किती आहे 55,000. चार्ज किती केलेले आहे ते आधी शोधावं लागेल. हे रीड केल्या ॲडजस्टमेंट आपण ॲडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटची डेबिट साईड रीड केली. त्यामध्ये जे खर्च बिझनेसशी रिलेटेड नाही ते बाजूला केले किंवा हायलाईट केले. त्यामध्ये प्रोव्हिजन फॉर RDD सापडला, लिगल चार्जेस सापडले. का सापडले तर लिगल चार्जेस हे कॅपिटल एक्सपेंडिचरशी रिलेटेड आहे. रिपेअर्स ऑफ बिल्डिंग हे हाऊस प्रॉपर्टीशी रिलेटेड आहे. इन्कम टॅक्स हा डिसअलाउड खर्च आहे. इन्शुरन्स हाऊस प्रॉपर्टीशी रिलेटेड आहे किंवा हाऊस प्रॉपर्टीचा इन्शुरन्स घेतलेला आहे. म्युनिसिपल टॅक्स हाऊस प्रॉपर्टीचा पेड केलेला आहे, म्हणजे ते डिसअलाउड आहे. डोनेशन डिसअलाउड आहे. डेप्रिसिएशन डिसअलाउड केलं आधी. का डिसअलाउड केलं तर 50,000 चार्ज केलेले आहेत. ओके, म्हणजे कमी डेप्रिसिएशन चार्ज केलेलं आहे प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंटच्या डेबिटला. अलावेबल आहे 55,000. ओके, मग आपण पूर्णच्या पूर्ण डेप्रिसिएशन डिसअलाउड केलं. ओके, आणि नंतर मग ते लेस केलं. ओके, डिसअलाउड म्हणजे नेट प्रॉफिटमध्ये ॲड केलं, त्यानंतर आपण वजा केले. परचेस ऑफ बिल्डिंग कॅपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर आहे, डिडक्ट होईल. क्रेडिट साईड वाचली, ऑदर इन्कम आपण शोधून काढले. प्रिपरेशनला सुरुवात केली, सोल्युशनला सुरुवात केली. नेम ऑफ SEC लिहिलं, असेसमेंट इयर. यामध्ये सर्व खर्च नेट प्रॉफिट ॲज पर प्रॉफिट अँड लॉस अकाउंट आपण घेतले 2,28,400. त्यामध्ये प्रोव्हिजन फॉर RDD आपण घेतलं. सर्व खर्च जे बिझनेसशी रिलेटेड नाही ते इथं घेतले. ओके, डेप्रिसिएशन एक्सिस असतं तर आपण डिफरन्स घेत होतो, परंतु इथं काय केलं, सगळं डेप्रिसिएशन आधी डिसअलाउड का दाखवलं तर कमी डेप्रिसिएशन चार्ज केलेलं आहे म्हणून. ओके, डायरेक्ट विदाऊट आपण डेप्रिसिएशन ॲड करता सुद्धा आन्सर तेच काढू शकतो. कसं तर इथं डेप्रिसिएशन घ्यायचं नाही. ओके, मग इथं 50,000 अमाऊंट कमी होईल. ओके, मग त्यामधून लीगल किंवा अदर इन्कम लेस केले, टोटल केली ती लिहिली. आता इथं जे आपण लेस अलावेबल डेप्रिसिएशन केलं आहे तिथं फक्त 5,000 रुपये केले असते जर हे डेप्रिसिएशन घेतलं नसतं तर. ओके, हे डेप्रिसिएशन 50,000 इथं ॲड केले नसते तर इथं डेप्रिसिएशन फक्त 5,000 आलं असतं अलावेबल म्हणून, का तर डिफरन्स शोधला असता आपण. ओके, 55,000 मायनस 50,000 केलं असतं, तेवढं कमी तुम्ही चार्ज केलेलं आहे ते लेस होईल. त्यानंतर लेस केलं लॉस ब्रॉट फॉरवर्ड, म्हणजे लॉस ब्रॉट फॉरवर्ड सांगितलं आहे का, नाही. जर असता तर तो इथं आपण लिहिला असता. टोटल केली 55,000 आली, ती मायनस केली इन्कममधून, आपल्याला इन्कम मिळाला 9,35,450 रुपये. त्यानंतर आपण सेकंड पॉईंट म्हणजे सेकंड इन्कम फाइंड आउट केला कंपनीचा, तो म्हणजे इन्कम फ्रॉम हाऊस प्रॉपर्टी. मग त्यासाठी ग्रॉस ॲन्युअल व्हॅल्यू लागते. ग्रॉस ॲन्युअल व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे काय, रेंट रिसिव्ड किती आहे, 44,000. त्यातून लेस आपण म्युन्सिपल टॅक्स केला जो की आपल्याला प्रॉब्लेममध्ये दिलेला आहे, किती आहे तो 10,000 आहे. ते 10,000 44,000तून लेस केले, आपल्याला मिळाली 34,000. त्याला आपण नाव काय देतो, ॲन्युअल व्हॅल्यू देतो. त्यातून लेस काय करतो, स्टँडर्ड डिडक्शन 30% आपल्याला अलाउड आहे. हे स्टँडर्ड डिडक्शन कशाशी रिलेटेड आहे, तर मेंटेनन्स ऑफ हाऊस प्रॉपर्टी, म्हणजे हाऊस प्रॉपर्टीचा इन्शुरन्स घेतला असेल, रिपेअर्स केलं असेल किंवा काय केलं असेल, त्याचा म्युन्सिपल टॅक्स पेड केला असेल, या सर्व खर्चासाठी तुम्हाला काय केलं जातं, 30% स्टँडर्ड डिडक्शन दिलं जातं. मग ते 30% कशावरती, तर ॲन्युअल व्हॅल्यूच्या. मग ॲन्युअल व्हॅल्यू किती आहे, 34,000वरती 30% आले 10,200. ते 10,200 34,000तून लेस केले, आपल्याला इन्कम फ्रॉम हाऊस प्रॉपर्टी मिळाला तो म्हणजे 23,800 रुपये. ओके, त्यानंतर इन्कम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्स आपण शोधला. त्यामध्ये 3च इन्कम आहेत, इंटरेस्ट ऑन सिक्युरिटी, ओके, आणि इंटरेस्ट ऑन डिपॉझिट आणि डिव्हिडंड. यांची टोटल केली तर आपल्याला किती मिळाली, म्हणजे हाऊस प्रॉपर्टी प्लस अदर सोर्स, या तिन्ही चारीची आपण बेरीज केली, 3,93,800 आली. ती केली ॲड सर्व इन्कममध्ये. आता टोटल जी येईल ती असणार आहे ग्रॉस टोटल इन्कम, ओके, आपल्या कंपनीची. ओके, ती किती आली, तर 13,29,250. ओके, त्याला नाव काय दिलं, ग्रॉस टोटल इन्कम. त्यातून लेस काय केलं, डिडक्शन ATGचं 100% का घेतलं, तर हे डोनेशन प्राईम मिनिस्टर अर्थक्वेक फंडला दिलेलं आहे. प्राईम मिनिस्टर ड्रॉट रिलीफ फंडला दिलं असतं तरी 100%. 50% कधी घेतलं असतं, जर हे डोनेशन एखाद्या मंदिराला दिलं असतं, एखाद्या अनाथ आश्रमाला दिलं असतं, एखाद्या एज्युकेशनल इन्स्टिट्यूटला दिलं असतं किंवा एज्युकेशनल संस्थेला दिलं असतं तर 50% घेतलं असतं. ओके, हे घेतलं किंवा हे डोनेशन जे दिलेलं आहे ते कुणाला दिले, प्राईम मिनिस्टर अर्थक्वेक फंड. त्याला इन्कम टॅक्स काय म्हणते की 100% डोनेशन आम्ही तुम्हाला डिडक्शनसाठी अलाउड करतो, म्हणून इथं आपण 100% रक्कम 40,000 डिडक्ट केली. त्यानंतर ATIBचं डिडक्शन 50,000 दिलेलं आहे आपल्याला ॲडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशनमध्ये, ते इथं आपण घेतलं. टोटल केली 90,000. ते 90,000 आपण यातून इन्कम ग्रॉस टोटल इन्कममधून वजा केली, आपल्याला रक्कम मिळाली 12,39,250. ही आली टॅक्सेबल इन्कम ऑफ कंपनी, आपल्याला मिळाली टॅक्सेबल इन्कम ऑफ कंपनी. ओके, ग्रॉस टोटल इन्कमसुद्धा आपण फाइंड आउट केलेला आहे. ओके, तर here we solve a practical problem number 3rd on computation of income or total or taxable income of company. Okay, in our next video we are studied a practical problem number 4th on computation of taxable income from companies or taxable income of a company. Okay, thank you very much.